Let us continue with from where we stopped yesterday. Remember, we are discussing introduction to accounting, and we discuss the definitions of financial accounting, being the processes, the activities of recording, analyzing, summarizing financial data. Financial data, this is the name given to the very activity of buying and selling, where data is generated, where information is generated, and we say it those first information, which are called data, are first recorded in the prime books of account, which can be sales day book, purchases day book, and those books and those record, the summary of them are posted into ledger. So from the ledger now we can summarize the trial balance and eventually come out with financial statement. So we're now looking at what is the business. We say the business is any activity that involves sales, buying and selling with intention to earn profit. So at what point is profit earned? Profit is earned at the point of purchases, at the point of negotiation. If it is a service, at the point of negotiation, that is where profit is. And it's the technical things, but it's very important point that we need to understand. So when the cost price is low and expenses is low, it will give us higher profit. When the cost price is low but excess expenses is high, it may give us small profit or even a time loss. When expenses is low, when cost price is low but expenses is higher than the cost price, you will get loss. Cost price plus expenses, if they are higher than the revenue, you will get loss. So those are those. So briefly, let us look at forms of business. We say a business can be commercial in nature. It can be industrial in nature. A business is a commercial or industrial concern which deals with manufacturing. It can be dealing with manufacturing, can be dealing with sales, can deal with the supply of goods or services, or it can take the form of organization which uses economic resources to create goods or services to meet customers' demand. A business can be organization providing jobs for the people. Or the business can be money lending or investment in money, investment in resources. For example, maybe buying, maybe construction of buildings, machineries, where employees are recruited and use those resources to make the products, and those products are sold. So it takes actually many forms. And as I said, the last definition or introduction is important in terms of the idea of the profit. Business varies from one to another, and also in terms of profit is also not the same depending on the type of business, depending on the amount of capital one has invested, depending on the management. When involved in other services or buying and selling of some products, they don't give the same profit, others has more profit than others. Depends on the values, and the time depends on the location, depends on the environment, depends on the distance where you are ferrying the good from and taking and to the sell point. It depend on the season, depend on government, depend on policies, depends on the types of the customers you are handling them. So all those somebody need to take in consideration when intending to do business. So we have basically three types of business entity. We have sole proprietorship. This is sole mean one. This is a business owned by one person. It can be a family business where few employees are recruited. In a circumstances where debt is created, liability is created, it is the owner that pays, not the business, because this business is singly belong to one person. So sole proprietorship is a business where the business owners runs the business. Can be individuals performing it. Then we have partnership where few groups of people come together and form the business and owns it. It comes from the word partners. Partners is to come into unity with agreement. You call one another partners and you are doing the business. This still the same because in case of creation liabilities, you'll find the partners, they are to take the liability up. They are to swallow it. It is not a separate entity, but limited liability company, which is the third form of business, is where the business is formed, but the business and the business owners are not the same. In circumstances where liability is created, or somebody need to sue the company, somebody need to sue the business, you don't sue the individual, you will sue the name of the company, and it is the company now to select maybe the legal person to go and represent them in the court. Sole proprietorship, partnership, limited liabilities company. So these are forms of business entity which we have to know. As simple as like that. So next time we are going to look at each of them in details, their merits and demerits. Why should you need to go to pick a form of business? There are also restrictions in terms of capital, like for public limited companies, limited liabilities company. We have criteria of forming it. It involves like specific types of capitals. We call them shares. If you are 10, how are you going to share the responsibility? How have you contributed to the capital? The capital are portioned in terms of shares. Merit and demerit of partnership, merit and demerit of sole proprietorship. So we're gonna look at that. Also note that unlimited liability company, there are also still types of those businesses. We have public and we have private. But public generally is a form for service delivery. The government sometimes inform me to subsidize on some costs for the consumers or for the citizens. We are going to look at all those. So as I said, let's move slowly. This is for those who want to understand financial accounting. By the way, the knowledge of financial accounting is very important. Very, 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 very important. The reason why we go to school is to acquire knowledge. And basically, people primarily go with intention so that once you acquire knowledge, you go and get employment. The target of going to get employment is to earn money, salary. So once you have the money, the salary, what are you going to do with it? That's where the knowledge of financial accounting becomes very important. Is not, once you get money, you need to transform this money into uses now. Pay school fees, buy food, pay medical bill, build residential, build businesses, buy farmland, form industry, do those tangible things. So there are other people who earns a lot of money but does not know how to use the money. Those end results does not come. There are people who earns little money but you'll find they are successful. The difference between them is the knowledge. This is the management of the cash, the management of cash flow, the management of money that comes in. So you'll find whether you're a doctor, whether you're a nurse, whether you're a soldier, whether you are anybody, you need this knowledge. It's very, very, very important. Some of you doesn't even know how much total they earn in a month or per period, how much you use them, and the rest of it. At the end of the day, you'll find out money is not there. You are not making the progress. You even fail to understand. You are already stuck. You don't know what to do, and the rest of it. This is for you. This teaching is for you. We are going to handle how you are going to manage your own money. There's no need of you recruiting somebody to manage your own money. Even if you are recruiting somebody, but you have to have the basic, so that even that person doesn't sit you. You can do small accounting at your primary level. The basic you need to know. Resource management is very important, not necessarily only money, anything of value. The knowledge of financial accounting helps you so much in doing it. Because at the end of the day, we want to see you become successful. We want to see changes in you. So that's why I'm saying we're going to go very slowly, but with a lot of applicability. We are going to go and relate, as we get the topics like this, we relate it to life experience on the ground so that we solve the problem. Other reason why some people, even stealing doesn't make you rich, by the way. Be very careful. Getting money which is not yours is not a sustainable, cannot give you money which is sustainable. Cannot create wealth in you, because it will go. Because you are not conceptualize it in your mind. Those one who gets money at once, you'll find after a short period of time, the money has evaporated and they are gone all, because they lack the skills of acquiring it. Once you have succeeded in acquiring it, what about maintaining it? Eh? What about multiplying it? These two steps now. Once you have the knowledge of accounting, it will help you. These two steps will help. It will help you to maintain it and to multiply it. And once you are doing this, it becomes sustainable. Money does not now run out of your hand. What kind of business do you need to invest in? So that if you have certain bracket of types of money now at hand, what are the technical kind of business you now need to invest in? You don't go into business anyhow. Depends on your level. The capital depends on your mindset. Depend on the skill that you are having. You see, like you have the capital, right? You might have the capital, right? You now intend to now go and open manufacturing business. You are going to recruit technical people, do a baby, but you yourself, what do you have in your mind? Do you have the capacity to supervise all those? Because at the end of the day, these people will come and do the work, all right, but it will depend on you, your supervision level. In a board meeting, what are you going to talk about? If you are empty-minded, at the end of the day, people will walk away with your money. With you knowing or without you knowing. So it is a kind of skills which is very important for everybody across the board, and we have to teach our children to ensure that we know this. We have some communities. Look at some communities like Indian communities. I'm applauding them. They know business. They are not joking with business. Israelite, they know business. You see, it have to be in our bloodstream, in our whatever, in our area where we stay now. We have the Eritreans, we have the Ethiopians. They know business. They don't joke. And business also have something to do with it. It needs commitment. Doesn't want laziness. Sincerity. Remember, God is there. You steal money, you joke around with whatever, it is not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Because you will tell your mind that getting money is easy, which is the wrong concept in the mind. You get the point? So it is not sustainable. You will get it and it will go up because you will not maintain it. You will not maintain it. So acquiring wealth, it is a slow process, slow conceptual process. It have to be in your mind, it have to be in your bloodstream. You get the point? So that you move it slowly. The knowledge, your mind determines the level in which you go with your business. Your knowledge determines the kind of wealth you will acquire. They are commensurating. They will go like that. Don't think you are going to move to some level when you have not educated yourself. Education is fast, information is fast, very important. So I am encouraging you to subscribe. To subscribe as we text on with this classwork. It's very important for those one who already have, very important to refresh your knowledge. For those one who are working, ensure that works alone without business, you will not move anywhere. You will move at a very slow pace because your time is already bought. You are just a modern slave. You have to know business, practical business concept. The most important is, first of all, accounting concept is very important because all of us are accountant in our own way or another. You are a household aide. A father, you normally give money to wives or the children and the rest of it. Do you control that money? Do you ask for accountability? Do you analyze how the spending is going in terms of your gross income and the rest of it? Do you do those analysis? You see? Once you don't do those analysis, that's where the problem is come. There's no money which is so big and so little, my friend. A coin is very important. $1 is very important. $2 is very important for your future wealth. Mm. Let us create wealth to protect our children. Mm. Jobs are disappearing. Once you have money, you can create jobs for your family. You can create jobs for the people, for the citizens. We want, you see, and so that we live in a beautiful world. Praise the Lord. Thank you so much. Father, we thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for everything, for all what you have done. We thank you for giving this day. We thank you for giving us this opportunity to spread the knowledge of finances, of accounting. Our intention is to ensure that people grab the basic important financial knowledge so that they know how to manage their resources. Once a person knows how to manage the income, the resources, the tangible result will have to come into investment. It will influence their investment decision so that proper investment decision and proper management, proper maintenance will create success, will create material thing, will create money, will create good services. Father, bless us and let all those come to pass in Jesus' mighty name. I pray. Thank you.